Oh, yes. Thank you, Amy. My colleague has just recorded the webinar, which is great. So I'll just be a second. Excellent. So why Plymouth for your students? So we are in an excellent location. My good friend and exceptional colleague Amy will take you on a virtual tour a bit later on these slides. But yeah, southwest of England, seaside, lovely place to be and study. We'll also talk about the quality of our courses, so why it's so beneficial to join us for a foundation, first year or pre-master's course, not just in general, but in Plymouth. So we'll talk you through this. We have our project range as well, the great service that we provide, and a few student success stories as well. So here we are. Most of the team are here today. As you know, my name is Amber, and I'll pass over to my colleagues to introduce themselves, starting with Nico.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Nico, and I'm the admission manager here at UPIC. And in admission, we also have Amy.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our presentation today. My name is Amy, and I am the admissions officer here at UPIC. I will pass you next to Tim.
Hi, everyone. Great to see so many of you joining us here this morning. I'm Tim Gutzel. This morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm Tim Gutzel. I'm Director of Marketing and Admissions for UPIC. And I'll pass to my Student Experience Manager colleague, Toby.
Hi there, everyone. Good morning. My name is Toby Joseph Johnson. I'm the Student Experience Manager.
Thank you so much, team. That's great. And as you can see from our chart here, we have a few other people working with us at the college. So we have Jake and Anita at the Student Experience team. And we have Dr. David Jones, Director of Student and Academic Services, and Matthias, he is our College Director and Principal. Great. So as promised, we've already arrived at our virtual tour session. I think it's a great way to get a flavour of the city. So I'll pass you over to Amy.
Thank you, Amber. I am just getting the drone ready.
Wonderful. She's an excellent pilot, so you're in for a treat, everybody.
We say that, so let's hope the drone doesn't crash. Amber, can you see Plymouth right now?
I can now. You're on.
Great. Okay, so at the moment, the drone is just giving you a panoramic view of the city. But where I'm going to start is over all the way over here at UPIC. So if I show you right here, this is us, this is UPIC, 15 Portland Villas. We are at the end of this pretty little tree-lined avenue. And if I zoom out, I will show you that we are on the edge of the actual university campus right here. Now, I'm going to take the drone slowly around because Amber gets a little travel sick if I move it too quickly. So right here in the center, we've got our library, our students' union, and then some of the actual faculty buildings around the outside. For example, our marine building. We are a marine city, so we have excellent marine courses. We've also got the Babbage building, which hosts some of our engineering courses as well, and it's a newly renovated building, so the facilities really are a high quality. A lot of the staff at UPIC, we actually live in and around the city, and we can attest that it is a really lovely place to live. It's very safe and very scenic. And speaking of accommodation, we do actually have some of the accommodation buildings right here. So as you can see, it is a stone's throw from the center of the campus. I would like to show you inside Gilwell Hall, one of the options. This is this particular example is a single room. You can see it is bright, it is cozy. Now, this particular example does not have an ensuite, but it does have a shared kitchen area and shared bathroom. And I will show you an example here. They are bright, open, spacious rooms, plenty of space for cooking. We don't provide the food for the students, but if they want to cook something from their home country, the city itself offers a diverse range of supermarkets for the students, to just bring some of home to them. So that is just one of the examples. Toby is going to talk us through some of the accommodation options a little bit later on. So if I zoom out slowly, you can see beyond, you can see actually the sea itself, and that is Plymouth Sound, which I'll show you in just a minute. Before I do go over there, I would like to show you the marina, because it is one of the, we shall say, one of the prettiest parts of the city. I'll show you the marine station first. And that is where some of the students on the marine courses actually get to do some of their practical lab work there. So they really get an authentic experience. If I turn slowly around, you will see our marina over here. And this particular part, this street along here, is the Barbican. It is a cobbled area full of cafes, restaurants, bars, ice cream shops, cafes that sell pasties. So when the students are on a break from their courses or in their evening and they just want some social time or just a nice walk, this is a great place that we would recommend. If they walk all along here, they will go to our seafront area over here. So as you may have seen, some of our landmarks are Smeaton's Tower right here and the Tinside Lido. So just to give you some perspective of where we are, I will turn the drone around and I will show you. This is the Lido here. In the distance, you will see the center of the campus. And just to show you, we have come from here at the marina. So the students can walk all along here to Plymouth Hoe. This is a lovely space, particularly in the summer weather, for students to just hang out. There are lots of festivals on there. They can go for a swim. I may not recommend it now. It's a little chilly, but in the summer it is a great place to see. Before I take you back to the campus, I would just like to show you, if I go slowly over to the left, you will see Cornwall in the distance, which you've probably heard of. It's a beautiful area of the country to visit. It's one of the nicest spots, and we can advise and recommend students on ways to get there, places to visit. But it really is a lovely place. Back along here, you will see the city spread out in all its sunny glory at the moment. The actual center of the campus itself is just under a mile away, so the students can get here very quickly. The actual main shopping areas itself are along here. So we've got Drake Circus, and down here we've got our high streets full of a wide array of restaurants. We've got an excellent theatre, so there's lots for the students to see and do during their off time. Before I finish up at UPIC, I would just like to point out two places, which one we'll talk about in a few moments. This here is Intercity Place, which caters for our health and human science courses, and it's an excellent facility. Just behind that, we've got our train station. So if you're flying in from Lagos, from Kathmandu, from Harare in Zimbabwe, from all over the world, you can fly into Heathrow and get a train, and you will be less than a 10-minute walk from the train station here to UPIC. We have some of our classrooms here, and we have our student experience team here. We are here 8:30 to 5, Monday to Friday. But Toby and his team offer an out-of-hours support also. So the students will be supported here, and hopefully this is where they will start their journey. That is all I have to show you today. Thank you for joining me, and I will hand back over to Amber.
What an immersive experience. Thank you so much, Amy. That's perfect. Moving forward, what we have next is we're going to talk a bit about accommodation. So bear with me while I just share my screen here. And the good news is we have Toby Joseph Johnson. He's been helping students find accommodation on campus for over a decade. So his wealth of knowledge and experience, over to Toby. Oh, and let me just share my screen.
I love pictures of the sea. It is British. It is British Ocean City, so it fits in well, anyways. But yes, accommodation. Thanks everyone for joining, and thank you, Amy, for that little flyover, just to give us an idea of what Plymouth looks like. Accommodation in the city is there's loads of accommodation available for our students within a 5 to 10 minute walk of the campus. Very close to transportation links. No need for students to be taking taxis or buses because everything is within a walkable distance. Mine's a little bit towards the 10-minute than the 5-minute because I walk slowly myself personally. But yes, there's an array of accommodation. We don't like to say cheap accommodation, we like to say valuable accommodation, because we have all the services included within that package, including broadband, bills, water, electricity, gas. And we also have a variety of accommodation available, ranging from ensuite to, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom apartments, accommodation overlooking the sea. There's something for everyone within an affordable amount. As you can see there, Plymouth is top 15 safest cities in the UK. And yeah, we have an accommodation provider called Clever that we've been working with for over 10 to 14 years. It's really good, our relationship with them, because they align their tenancy agreements with our study periods. So if your student is coming over to do a 1 semester or 2 semester or 3 semester program, we can be quite flexible with that, and offer students accommodation according to their length of study, rather than over a period where they might have returned home for the holidays. Thank you, Amber.
Thanks, Toby. Great work. And to talk us through our TEF triple gold, which is fantastic, and a few other key stats, I'll hand you over to Tim.
You're right, Amber. TEF triple gold, that really is quite exceptional. So TEF is Teaching Excellence Framework. That's something which is led by the UK government, which all UK higher educations go through. And for the University of Plymouth to have triple gold, and triple means gold overall, gold for student outcomes, and gold for student experience, that really is quite exceptional. So if you want to quote to your prospective students a real kite mark evidence of quality of the University of Plymouth, that TEF triple gold is a really good one to share with prospective students. We're also a top 2 UK young university, so that's according to the Times higher education rankings for universities which are under 50 years old. The university is a lot more than 50 years old as an educational institution. It has a fine and long history going back a couple of centuries, originally as a navigation school. So in line with our kind of maritime location, the expertise and specialisms that we have, that was the original kind of root of the institution in navigation. And now a top 2 UK young university, and top 5 for marine in the UK. Again, in line with our location, our academic expertise, we are in the top 5, all things marine, for teaching, for research, again, but according to the Times Higher Education and their Life Below Water impact rankings from this year. So some great indicators there for the quality of the University of Plymouth.
Very true. Thank you so much, Tim. And seeing as you're on a roll there, could you tell us about academic successes?
I certainly could. Thank you. So this is what we're all about, really. So we can give you all kinds of statistics, can't we? And talk to you about process. But what we're all here for is student success. This is where it brings everything together. So if we have happy, successful students who come to us and achieve highly, that makes our lives more satisfying, more productive, because those happy, successful students will talk well about the college and about the university to their classmates, to their friends, to their family. As agents, it makes your lives easier if we are successful in what we offer. And we all then have happy, satisfied customers, because we do need to respect that students are our customers. So the evidence of that success is a more than 85% progression rate from the college to the university, and a more than 85% completion of the university degree programme by students who join through UPIC. And our students, bearing in mind that UPIC students typically will join from a lower level of education or with slightly lower grades, our students go on to achieve as many first class and upper second class degrees as are awarded to international direct entrants. So that is absolute evidence of the value that UPIC adds to the students who join and come through the UPIC route and progress to the university. Our students achieve equivalent module outcomes to home and EU and other overseas students. So they really are doing well academically. And you can see just one example there, Isla from Lebanon, who achieved a first-class degree. We have lots of examples actually of students who joined through UPIC, went on to the university and achieved a first-class degree. We even have examples of students who have progressed through the university and are still studying now at PhD level. So those are people who joined us perhaps with a lack of experience or a lack of confidence in their educational background and have gone on to achieve at the very highest academic level. Student success, that's what we're all about, really.
Brilliant. Thanks, Tim. Yes, absolutely. And now we have a couple of videos from different students there. Team, if you can't hear the sound, then do holler, but I will just play this for you now. Sorry, team, I heard that the sound isn't coming out there. I do apologise. The best course of action may be just to move forward. So what I'm happy to do is to send the YouTube links to you so you can have a little look in your spare time. But yeah, these are really lovely videos from our current students. But what we'll do, we'll move forward and we have the excellent Nico to describe all of our courses and the benefits of studying with us.
Thank you, Amber. So here at UPIC, we offer a program for 3 different levels of entry: foundation program, first year direct entry, and pre-master. So as you can see, there is the up-to-date list of what we can offer. And apart from having 3 levels of entry, we also have 3 different intakes: September, January, and May. In September, we offer all our foundation program, all our first year program, and most of our pre-master. In January, we offer all our foundation except for Health and Human Sciences. We offer the first year direct entry in business and tourism and all of our pre-master, while in May, we offer our foundation in business and tourism, our foundation in health and human sciences, and all our pre-master again. So our foundation is usually 2 semesters, except for health and human sciences, which is the only one which has 3 semesters. And our pre-master are usually 1 semester. There is a QR code at the top right corner of the page where you can see our entry requirement, but generally speaking, for foundation, we would ask for 5 GCSEs passes or equivalent. For first year, we'll ask for 48 UCAS tariff point at A level, AS level. And for pre-master, we ask a minimum of higher education qualification corresponding to at least an HND, higher national diploma or above. There are some subjects where some good grades are required in specific subject because they're quite dense in the specific courses. For example, for computer science, we'll need good maths grades. For health and human science, we need to see good maths, but also at least 2 science grades like biology, physics, or chemistry. For the engineering program, we'll need to see good maths and physics. In case your applicant doesn't meet exactly our entry requirement, but they fall a bit short, please submit the application anyway, because if they are slightly shorter than our entry requirement, we can always refer their application to our academic board and they will assess the whole application, including the personal statement, the work experience, their CV. With regards to the English requirement, obviously we accept the academic IELTS, and for foundation, the minimum is 5.5 overall with no less than 5.5. And for first year and pre-master, it's 6 overall with no less than 5.5 in each band. But we also set other tests, including the academic PT, the Pearson test of English, where they need to show at least 59 overall with no less than 59. But on our website, there are some examples of other tests that we can accept. Some of them are specific to some nations. So if you have any specific question about English requirement, please feel free to pop them in the chat and we will get back to you.
Very informative. Thanks, Nico. Are you happy to run through our service levels as well?
Of course. So yeah, here we are. It's our friendly team at UPIC, and Amy and I are representing the admission team. So we're a friendly team. So feel free to ask us any question. We proud of ourselves for our fast turnaround times. At the moment, we are processing things within 24 hours, including new application, changes of offers, even our academic board. We usually get a decision within 24 hours. So even if the application need to be referred to the academic board, it usually doesn't slow down the process. We tend to be quite clear of what we need. For example, of if they need a strong personal statement explaining why they want to return to study now after a study gap, or why they want to change a subject because their previous study were not relevant. So we'll make sure we explain what we expect from a good personal statement, or for example, from a CV where there can be gaps, but we want to see any start and end dates of any activity and work experience since they finished high school till now, to make a strong case for the academic board. Another important thing, at the moment, Amy and I can actually ease the cost for your student. So once we received all the document after the acceptance, the payment, and the financial evidence for the country where it's applicable, we can actually issue the cards for your student ourselves without having to transfer all the documents to the university. And this usually speed up the process quite a lot. And as I mentioned, we are quite flexible. So in case your applicant has got a visa refusal, has got a study gap, even quite long, if they don't meet our entry requirement because they fall short in some grades, please encourage them to submit the application anyway, because what we usually do, we might ask for further document like a personal statement or a CV, and then we will refer the application to our academic board, who will assess the whole document. They will take in consideration if there is a visa refusal, but also the reason for the visa refusal, if there is a study gap, what they've been doing in the meantime, and their reason for returning to study now. So it's not going to be a straight no. So non-standard application, they get referred, and in most of the cases, the academic board is happy for them to receive an offer anyway.
Fabulous. Great. Amy, did you want to have a quick chat about Intercity Place?
Oh, yes, I do. Thank you. As I showed you on the virtual tour earlier, Intercity Place is one of our newly renovated buildings, and it really is an amazing facility. We've been taken on a tour ourselves of all 11 floors. There is an elevator, don't worry. But each floor is pretty much assigned to each of the courses available. In fact, the nursing students, the nursing courses have 2 floors assigned to them. So the facilities there are specifically designed to cater for teaching midwifery, the paramedic science, adult and pediatric nursing. Then you've also got the other courses like optometry, dietetics, occupational therapy. Each of those floors have the facilities geared towards a unique teaching experience for the students. You can actually see a picture of some of the facilities there. So we highly recommend all of our courses, but this particular facility really is top quality if that is what you're looking for your students. And it is only I would say, a 2 to 3 minute walk from UPIC. So it's very close.
That's brilliant. Yes. All in a nutshell, nothing more to say. Fantastic. I did notice as well that our colleague Ruth has joined the call. Ruth, hello. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. Hi, Amber. Morning.
Hi there. Great to see you. Yeah, Ruth works in country in Lagos. So yeah, she's fabulous in terms of student recruitment. So thanks for joining us.
Yes, Amber, thank you.
You're so welcome. So moving forward then, an exciting topic as always, scholarships. Nico, did you want to run through the first part of this? And then for phase 2, I'll transfer to somebody else.
Of course. So yeah, we got quite a nice list of scholarship available for this January intake. For example, for all our pre-master applicant, they can, if they pay the full fee of 9,150, they can actually have access to our new accommodation package. So this fee will not only include the tuition fee, but also standard accommodation with our trusted provider, Clever. Standard accommodation, which is double room, which is pretty much maximum 15 minutes walking from the campus, so no need to use any public transport. They can just walk to their lesson, to their lectures, and if they want also some en-suite accommodation, they can just pay an extra fee and that will be included. Then we can have a package included of tuition fee and en-suite accommodation, or they can just pay for the pre-master tuition fee and have, for that reason, have a discount of £1,500. This is just for January for the moment. Other discount for undergraduate, for low-end architectural courses, including architectural engineering, there will be a £1,500 discount on their second semester fee. And we also currently have an early payment discount of £750 for those who meet all their condition and they pay the deposit by the 31st of October 2024. And again, this £750 discount will be on the second semester fee of the student. We also have some progression scholarship that I believe Tim wants to tell you all about.
Sure, thanks, Nico. So not only do we have this extensive list of scholarships and discounts to join UPIC in January, the university also is very generous with students when they progress. So there are progression awards of £2,000 automatically made to students who achieve 70% or above in their academic grades during their time at UPIC and have 85% or more attendance. So if students work hard, they engage with us, they join their classes, they have a very strong prospect of achieving that £2,000 progression award. The university also has academic excellence awards, and there are actually quite a good number of these. There were more than 50 awards made earlier this year. It's by application and individual consideration, but it can be a 50% tuition fee discount, and not just in 1 year. If academic excellence is maintained, that 50% award can be available in subsequent years of undergraduate study as well. So very generous progression awards and awards made by the university for UPIC students who do well with us. Is it back to you, Nico?
No, it's me.
Excellent.
So you're back to Amber. So yeah, also we have social media, which is a really important part of our cons. So we have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. We'll send a recording of this event to you via email, and also we'll add a couple of links to the YouTube videos of our students because it's really lovely stories. It's really good to see. But the main aim there is just to showcase what it's like to study in Plymouth. We're always looking for student-led content as well, just to really get through the eyes of a student. But yeah, any kind of notifications that we have at the college or the university, we do put them out on our socials. So we encourage our students to follow us. As agents, please follow us as well. And yeah, that's basically everything that you need to know. Any questions, of course, do let me know. We're actually coming up to the final slide. It's gone so quickly. I've had a blast. I hope you have too. So I'm just going to run through a few questions. I'll shout out to my colleagues to answer. So Amy, is there an option to study online?
Thank you, Amber. There is not, unfortunately. We require the students to be here in person every day. Why would you not want to be here anyway?
Exactly, that's what I would like to know. Thank you so much. Did you want to pass a question on to somebody else?
Oh, yes, I will. Is Maria on the call? Okay, that's okay. Ruth, with your hopefully intention to visit Plymouth soon in the future, is it close to London though?
Yeah, I know that it's 3.5 hours away from London by train. So yeah, it's what the southwest of England.
Lovely. Yeah, absolutely right, Ruth. So it's not super close to London, but if the students want to jump on a train for the weekend, absolutely accessible there, and it's a direct train as well. Toby, can I apply if I have a study gap or a visa refusal in the past?
Yes, you can. We just ask that this information is put into your CV and reviewed so we can review in your application.
Stunning. Yeah, concise. Nico, can I apply if my grades are slightly lower than what is required?
Yes, please. Please encourage your applicant to apply anyway, even if their English layer grades are slightly lower, because We can also add, in particular in summer, some pre-sessional program, which can be online or face-to-face. And if their academic grades are slightly lower, we can always refer their application to our academic board that will have a look also at their CV and personal statement, so at the whole application, to see if that student can still receive an offer, even if their grades don't exactly match what we usually require.
And Tim, can I live anywhere in the UK?
No, you can't. As Amy said, why would you want to live anywhere other than Plymouth? We have lots of really good value accommodation available. What we say to students essentially is that you need to be in easy commuting distance. So not necessarily in Plymouth itself, but just bear in mind that classes will start at 9 o'clock some mornings, will finish at 5 o'clock some afternoons. So we say to students that you need to be able to get here comfortably and safely for 9 o'clock and be able to get home comfortably after 5 o'clock. So ideally live in Plymouth. As we've said before, lots of our accommodation is within very short walking distance of a college and a university campus and is really cost effective. But if not in Plymouth itself, then please within easy commuting distance.
Great stuff. Yeah, absolutely. So I can see that the chat has been blowing up and my colleagues have been responding to you, which is fantastic. Does anyone have any questions they want to ask out loud? Feel free, the floor is yours. I will pause and we'll just see if anyone wants to have any questions. All right. So finally then, please do contact us. If you have any questions, we are here for you. And we have some details here on the slide. And yeah, and just to close the session, this beautiful picture is actually from the Great British Championships. Tim, what's the official name of the fireworks?
It's the British Firework Championships, isn't it? So over 2 evenings in the summer every year, we have all of these fireworks companies that come and display their very best fireworks. So it's a competition that goes on for a couple of hours each evening. As soon as darkness has fallen, the fireworks are lit and go off over the sea, and thousands of people gather on Plymouth Hoe that Amy showed you earlier on the drone tour. So it's a great event, very popular event in Plymouth. People come from far and wide, and it's greatly enjoyed by our students and staff, and it's free.
Oh, the best bit. And also, again, not to drone on, but because we have the sea, we have the British Sailing Championships as well every summer. I think it's every summer, right?
Yeah, it is.
Some summers. Yeah. So that's really lovely. So just lots of nice activities. The students feel immersed in the city, and it's great to have them here. So yeah, last chance for any questions. We're here for you. Well, thank you all so much for joining. Thank you to my colleagues. Fantastic work, and yeah, have a lovely day, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks,
Take care.
everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.